hello to our amazing Bullrun community. Today we are here again with our beautiful queen as usual. It's a Friday, and it's a Friday for our queens, and also not just forgetting our kings, also benefit from our teachings. Today I just want to thank you all who have joined already, who are here and yet to join. We just want to thank you so much for taking your time to come and join us today. So my name is Deborah Privilege Frank. I'm from Zim. I'm from Zimbabwe. Today is an amazing day. We have a topic that is called procrastination, part 2. We had the part 1. Today we have part 2. So I'm so honored. I'm so thrilled to see you today. And after you finish this session with us today, you're going to come out with something that you're going to see that is going to change your way of thinking, also that is going to inspire you and also educate you when our queen is going to talk about this topic. So I would like to welcome our beautiful guest, our queen from Kenya, Queen Jane. You can introduce yourself, or you can greet yourself. You can greet our queens and kings who are tuned in today.
Thank you, Queen Debbie. Hello, our kings and queens in the house. You're very welcome to join us in this session when we are going to learn something new. I am excited to be here. I'm always excited to be in this program, and especially to serve, to share something that is going to help us to improve our lives. So you are very welcome. Feel at home. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my queen, for greeting our queens and kings community. Today, I have our beautiful queen, Queen Alice Mugo. She's a pastor. She's a pastor, a marriage and family therapist, an author also. She's living in Nairobi, Kenya, and she's also a bull runner, and she's one of the leaders in this community. She took it upon herself to teach us each and every Friday, not just things about our ecosystem, also things that we are facing as individuals, how we can overcome them as we are on our way to financial freedom. So it's only not about the money, it's also talking about our life in general also, and how we can combine with our ecosystem. Remember, we are building a community as usual. So we want to have that community that is well versed, well prepared, well educated, and full of knowledge. So she took it upon herself, and I'm honored for that, my queen. And I just want to ask my queen to just tell us more, who is Queen Jane, and also brief us about our today's topic.
Wow. Thank you, Queen Debbie. You have already introduced me. Maybe I can add just one or two things. That I am a digital marketer. One of the things that brought me onto the online space is that I have learned digital marketing, which I've been doing. And that is one of the things that has exposed me to skills that are very helpful on this online space. And I would like to encourage us to learn. That's actually what is helping me to do things like this we are doing. So I am in digital marketing. I'm a marriage and family therapist, and I love to work with young people. My area of specialization is not only for the young people, but I am trained to work with all people in a family. So when we talk about marriage and family, it's not because it's just working with families. I can work with an individual, but it is the approach of work, how we work. So in this place, I bring in that wealth of experience and knowledge, and I hope that it touches one life. My personal philosophy is to touch one life at a time. Yes, thank you very much, Queen Debbie, for that opportunity.
So thank you so much, my queen, for just allowing us to get to know you. Also, not just getting to know you. I love the statement you've said, touching one life at a time. That is very important. Changing one's life is more than important. So I don't know if you have another devices that is on. If you would want to switch it off, I am hearing a bit of feedback. If you have another device that is on, when you please try to switch it on, off. Okay. If you don't have, it's okay. So, my queen, I just wanted to ask you, according to our topic today, we are going to talk about procrastination. If you may tell us, what is procrastination?
Mm. So maybe before I go to that point, I would like to just bring an introduction of what we are going to be discussing today. When we hear of procrastination, I don't know what comes to the mind of the listener. So what is procrastination? I think we need to ask ourselves, what is this? But one of the things I can say is that many people are stuck. Many people are not, let me say, many women, here we are talking about survivor women. And we can also include the kings, but many people are not stuck because they lack ideas, but because they don't lack ideas, they don't lack education or opportunity. They are stuck because procrastination has quietly built walls around their destiny. And today we are going to look at, where does that come from? You know, someone knows what they need to do. Someone knows what to pray about. They have prayed about what they want to do. They have thought about what they want to do, but yet they are not doing. So they are in a place of stuckness. And I can tell you, if we were to have a circle, a place where we would meet in a circle and have this conversation, you'll be shocked at how many people are stuck. So today we expose procrastination not as a habit, but as something that has affected us. It has its effect on our spiritual health, on our emotional health, on our psychological health. So we are going to look at that which has caused us to get stuck. So as you asked, Queen Deby, what is procrastination? In simple terms, procrastination is the repeated delaying of important action despite knowing the consequences. So I know I need to do something, but instead of doing it, I put it off. To be, you know what, if I can give an example, let me say, I know what I need to do, but I put it off in my mind, I shelf it, I put it in a shelf, and I want to deal with it at a later date. You know, that's when we say, not today, not today. And you give yourself reasons for not doing that, because at that time, you don't feel like you have the capacity to handle. So you put it off for tomorrow. So, but deeper in that, something is disturbing here. Deeper in that putting off, in that procrastinating, procrastination is actually, we can call it self-betrayal. Remember, we started by saying, I know what to do. I've prayed about it, but I'm not doing anything about it. I'm not doing anything about it. So it becomes a tool of self-betrayal. I actually know what I need to do, but I'm not doing it. So that is equals to betraying myself, shooting myself in the foot. So it is when procrastination is when your present self keeps silencing your future self. You see, what I put away to do today is supposed to go towards improving my life for tomorrow. Let me give you an example. You know, we are in this ecosystem, the Bullrun ecosystem, and I am so happy that here we are not just dealing with improving our lives in the financial side only. We are also improving holistically. So I met someone and I told them, this is what I am doing. If you can jump into this ecosystem, it can help you. And the person told me that you benefit first. You go on and benefit first, then I will come after you. That is procrastination in a very polite way. I don't know whether that was even polite, but they told me You benefit first, then after I have seen, then I will come. Those are procrastinators. So I actually know what I need to do. I know what how I need to do it. I've prayed about it, but I don't do anything. So procrastination is often the language of a wounded soul. If you hear someone putting off something to do it the next day, I tell you, in the background, underneath that procrastination, there is a wood. There is a wood, and that wood can be traced way back into the childhood when the person was growing up. There is something that was done. That's something that happened to them that caused them to be afraid, and that is what delays the ability to take action. So procrastination is often the language of a wounded soul. So someone has experienced pain in their past, and they have had experiences. Like, for instance, someone can hear about cryptocurrency. We talk about a blockchain where we are dealing with cryptocurrency. But because they have invested in another blockchain and they have been, this is a technical term that we use in this industry, rug pulled. They have been rug pulled. And rug pulled means they have lost money. Their money has just disappeared mysteriously. They have not gotten the returns on investments. That in itself causes fear. And they are not able to take the next opportunity that happens. So it is, procrastination is not only betrayal, but it is also a reaction of woundedness. Remember, there is a session that we did and we were talking about wounded identity. So this is a person whose identity was wounded and they are not able to deal with it. I don't know, Queen Deby, let me just explain something so that people can understand when we talk about wounded soul. Now, when we are growing up, each person is naturally set in an environment where they are supposed to get attached safely. So remember, a child in the womb gets attached to the mother until they are born. Now, when the child is born, they are supposed to be cared for in the environment in which they come. And they can be in that environment and be cared for, and when they go out, they get wounded, they come back, they are comforted, they are encouraged, they go back again, and they learn that the world is a good place where they can find comfort and support. But there is another child who grows up being called names, you are this, you are that. When they have a need, there is no support, and that child learns the world is a cruel place. So as they grow up as adults, they learn not to trust. They learn not to trust. So even if something good comes their way, and it is something that can be helpful to them, you'll see that they are not able to trust. And that's how procrastination is born, because there is a woundedness that happened when they were growing up, or even in their life journey. They get experiences that are very hurtful. Can I tell you, one time I went to work with a team of teachers, and it was a very amazing revelation for me. That a young woman said, I cannot get married because I was abused by a teacher. And when she's teaching, her approach in teaching is very different, very tender, caring, because she doesn't want to repeat what was done. Now, if you bring this girl in the topic of marriage, what they will do is to procrastinate. They will not want to deal with it because they are dealing with the wound that happened. So here we can say the key truth is procrastination is not a time problem. It's not that the person is saying, I'll put off this, I'll not do it now because I don't have time, but because it is a belief. It is a belief that is formed. And healing and identity, it's a belief, healing, and identity problem. So procrastination is three things. It's a belief problem. There is something that happened, and the mental constructs that were formed, and they have not changed. It is a problem of woundedness. So it's a problem of healing. We need healing. It's a problem of identity. It's something that shifted, that made this person not to appreciate who they are. They became somebody else. So let me leave it there, my dear, so that you can tell me whether you have gotten the definition of procrastination.
Thank you so much, my queen. I think we got it clear, loud and clear, and it resonates with our previous all our previous sessions, because you talk about healing the wounded, and all these things are building up on that. Because truly speaking, it means you also have to identify who you are, and for you to not to dwell in the past experiences, in the past problems that you went through, so that you are able to overcome this procrastination. Because you told us it's something that can be traced back from where we are coming from. So at the end of the day, because of you are afraid of being hurt, you are just procrastinating. You talked about how a teacher was abused with another teacher. Now if you talk about marriage, they don't want to hear that because they are afraid. So it goes back to those sessions we did about wounded soul. You talked about it and identify who you are. At the end of the day, it helps us to understand, truly speaking, that we are not who we were in the past 10 years, 5 years, 20 years back then. The childhood wounds, then they will not define who we are. If we are able to stand and stand firm, we are able to decide, and we are not going to procrastinate, and we are able to achieve that we need to decide. As you all goes and said, we are actually also helping women, because of we are talking about survivor token, as a token that was actually given unto us as a dedication and honor to women for all over parts of the world. And this was created to inspire, to inform, and to educate, inform, to educate, and also to empower women through blockchain technology. So as our queen is also speaking about this, we also get to understand that as women, we also have a place where we can come, heal, and also have to change ourselves and also empower ourselves. So as she goes on, we'll be talking also about survivor as we go on. And I'll also read a letter that our beautiful Queen Mother has crafted for us as queens, also as kings, because the letter is there. You just change the queen, put you as a king. That's it. We are the first token. We are the first ecosystem that bridged the gap that was between, but that was there in this blockchain technology, whereby we did not have a token that was dedicated, because this is a male dominated field. And now we have a place where queens and also can come and also thrive, can also get to understand that some of the queens, they're actually facing the same thing that you're talking about, Queen, that the wounds are even coming from our inner people who are actually close to us, be it our husbands. And at the end of the day, we forget ourselves, who we are. We forget who we are, because somebody who you think can believe in you, they actually don't believe in, they are done believing in you, or they no longer believe in you. And at the end of the day, your self-esteem is going to be low, because these are the people that are very close to you, that you think, these are my first cycle, so I can get support from them. When they don't support you, you end up thinking you are not worthy. A lot of things comes to your mind. So at the end of the day, it's not only about the childhood trauma, my queen, is you said. Sometimes it might also be the traumas that we are actually going through right now, and they will keep you small, because you end up not believing in yourself, not able to take that step that you are able to take. So with that, I would want to ask, what really causes procrastination?
Thank you so much, Queen Debbie. Thank you so much. I agree with you that there are many things that are ongoing and they can also cause us to get stuck. So you see, when we were growing up, there were those very critical moments, the very critical experiences that shaped the life, the adult life that we are living. Yeah, but then there are also continuing experiences that can also affect a person. So, but what we experience when we are growing up is very critical, because those are what we call the formative years. The formative years. So they inform a person's approach into in their lives in the future. Like, there is always one experience that I remember happened to me when I was little. I think I had not even gone to school. I was like 6 years. So my dad came home with maize flour. He had passed through the mill and came with a package. It was bigger than me, but when he dropped it, I picked it and lifted it. And my mom said, just drop it. Then my dad said, no, let her carry it. And you know, a father is a king. A father is, you can imagine, a father is the one who speaks to our lives. And when my dad said that, it stuck in my mind. And that statement from the mouth of my father has informed many things that I have done in my life. It impacted me positively because I believed in myself and I pushed through, but it also impacted me negatively because it made me believe that I can carry any burden. And so I have ended up carrying burdens that I didn't need to carry. So when we talk about our childhood, it's very important. It informs our adulthood. And if you go into the causes of procrastination, what actually causes us to procrastinate? What causes you and me to procrastinate? It is true, the experiences in childhood will count, and the experiences in adulthood will count a lot. There is a person who probably had a good childhood, they did not have any challenges, but somewhere along the way, they come across experiences that cause them to be stuck and to start procrastinating. So one of the problems, one of the causes is fear of failure. There is something we call performance anxiety. So you are given a task and you fear failing in that task. And that causes a lot of anxiety, because you are afraid of trying and failing. There's some people who don't like failing. So someone will be afraid of failure. And that means when they are given that task, they will want to postpone it, to do it another day, because the mind is not ready. By the way, let me tell you, Queen Debbie, the brain is a very, very unique organ. I am putting my fingers like this because I want to show that the brain is like a spiral binding. This is a place where you can put a file, another file like that. We call them schemas. So the brain has places where it stores experiences. So when I have had an experience that is causing me fear, it will be put in one of the schemas. Maybe I have another one, it is stored. Another one is stored. And the brain doesn't deal with these experiences until you are ready. Until you are ready. So this experience will be stored here until the day you are ready to deal with it. Because if you are not ready and you are forced to deal with it, then the brain will shut down. And what happens when the brain shuts down? The whole system shuts down. So you'll find that someone is not able to do a certain task, or to make a certain decision, or to take a certain action. Like, let's say, buying a few coins in our ecosystem. Someone will not be able to do it because there is an experience that they had that caused them fear. And that's what is causing them to postpone, because they have never dealt with this one. And I can tell you, this is the reason why people need to know therapy is important, so that you can go and unpack. You unpack this experience, then you can have the courage to be able to move forward. I'm already preempting and going ahead. So one of the causes is fear of failure. Maybe someone even did something and they failed, and then they were rebuked for it. So they don't want to try because they failed once and they decided, I can never do it again. So this kind of experience is rooted in the belief that I have failed before. I cannot afford another failure. Somebody just gets stuck there. So that is one of the causes, fear of failure. Fear of failure is one very major debilitating reason why people will not want to try. Why? Because they have gone through past disappointments, they have failed, they have seen or been in, for instance, a failed marriage, they have been in a business that didn't pick up, they have been in a career that has stagnated. So if you tell them try this, they don't want to try, or they have lost opportunities that have created emotional memories that they associate with pain or failure. So somebody doesn't want to try, fear of failure. Then the point number two, cause number two, there are very many, but I'll give just a few. The other one is fear of success. Can you imagine? The other one was fear of failure, and now we have fear of success. You know, one time we went to a training. In our country, we have Kenya Power and Lighting. It's called KPLC. It was called KPLC, Kenya Power and Lighting. So they were doing some trainings, and I happened to be invited to be in one of those trainings. And, you know, the trainer picked me out. And she told me, Jane, you are afraid of success. I was shocked. You are afraid of success. And by the way, I can tell you, I think that has been something that I've struggled with. You know, being called to the front line, but I don't want. I want to be in the back, to be just at the back. So fear of success. Success would require change and new responsibilities. You know, success would require I dress in a certain way, I talk in a certain way, and I'm not able. My dear, my laptop has gone off.
No.
Yes.
Do you
So
have a PowerPoint?
It is okay. It's going to be on in a minute. So fear of failure. You know that fear of success. That cause for me to be to change a certain things. It caused for me to change certain things, and I don't want to change. So you know, if I don't want to change, I'm still changing. If I don't want to change to live in the way that that success is calling me to live, then I will stay in the back. Do you know there are some people who don't like to be noticed? There are some people who actually don't like to be noticed. I hope this one works because there's the one which has the notes.
Okay.
Yes, I don't know whether we continue or we pause.
No, we can continue. Let me just be coming through as you finish what you're going through. Would you want to put it on charger or something? What's wrong?
Yes, I am actually charging. I forgot to put it on, but I think it will be on in a minute. Yes.
Okay.
You can make a comment. I'll be back in a minute. Just comment what I have already said. The first one was fear of failure.
And fear of success. So yeah. Okay. No, that's fine, my queen. I would like to touch an area of fear of success, fear of failure, because fear of success, you were still talking about that. So let me just go through the fear of failure. I think this alone is the major cause of a lot of procrastination because we are
Yes.
afraid. We are afraid. We don't want to take that move. We don't want to take that first step because we're just afraid of failure. What if people? What if people? What if this? What if? What are they going to say?
Yes.
How are they going to react? All that it's in our mind, but do you know the moment you step out of fear and start to act on that particular thing, let's just take off myself. Truly speaking, I didn't want to to do a YouTube sessions. Like my mom told me, like, my queen, you can do a YouTube session. I'm like, I don't even know anything. I've never done it. I don't want to talk. I don't like that. But at the end of the day, I didn't know that there's also so much power inside of me that was actually overshadowed by what? By fear. So
Yes.
such cause of procrastination alone can hinder even destinies. You cannot achieve the destiny that you were told to achieve, or which
Exactly.
you were created to achieve, if you are not bold enough to stand and to overcome that fear that is inside of you. Because
Mhm.
most of these procrastinations, I think, they're actually caused by fear. This fear will tell you, people will judge you, people will talk about you, people will talk. Either you are quiet, people will talk. Either you
Yes.
are talking,
And
people will talk. Either you are doing
I,
that.
I yes,
Yeah, people
I
will
love
talk. So
that. I am.
eventually what you need to do, choose the way they are going to talk about you, which is better. Whenever you choose that road that is good for you, it's for you to build your future, it's for you to build that thing that you want. At the end of the day, we don't care what people talk about. We don't care what people talk about in the back of our mind. We know we are overcomers, we can do it. Whatever happens, out of your presence, it doesn't matter. Take that step. Come out of that shell of a fear. Let's do something, especially as women. I would rather say our mom said, remember, she remembered who she is and the game changed. How do you remember? It's coming out of that fear zone and remember who you are. You are born to do greater things. You are born for good things. You are born to be great. You are born to be great. And we are limited because we are afraid. We are afraid of starting that in investment. You are afraid of just buying that coin that your friend talked about. You go and do Bullrun, go and do Survivor, go and do Killer Well. You are afraid because you lost from the past. But we don't give up because of our fears. We don't give up because of what we lose yesterday. What if today is going to give you that thing that you always wanted for the past years, that you waited and waited and waited? Why can't we overcome that fear? Why can't we take that step forward and say, I'm boldly taking this step and I'm going to stand? Let's talk about how, I'm not going to be I'm not trying to be religious, but I'm just going to take an action that I really love in the word, in the Bible. The action that Esther took. Esther had to face the king, where the women were not allowed to go to. They were not allowed in that chamber. Women were not allowed in that chamber. But what she said, for me, it really helps me to be bold as a woman. She said, if I perish, I perish, but I'm going to
Yes.
face the king.
Exactly.
So whatever happens, happens. Let's just say, okay, let's face the biggest fear. Whatever happens, happens. It's okay. If you perish, you perish. What we need is the result. We need a result that is very, very tangible. We need that result to move forward, to succeed from where we are. Some of us, we are stuck just because of our past memories. We are stuck because of what happened to us. You know, and you close all the doors for other people. You close all the doors because of people who hate you from the past. What if that last step of fear is going to take you to the destination that you want to go? So fear must not stop us from achieving what we want to achieve. Let's take out fear and let's overcome the challenges that are ahead of us. Let's go ahead and stand as queens, as kings. Let's take that step that is bold, right? I know we are all afraid. I'm telling you, even myself, I'm afraid. But truly speaking, what I'm telling myself is, what if if this is the last? What if this will take me to my destination? What if this will give me this? Because I am also overcoming that fear. Fear is in the mind. It's built up with what our queen has said, with our past experiences, our childhood trauma, a lot of things. But at the end of the day, we don't need to allow it to overcome us or overpower us. Let's face it bravely. Let's just go through it. So, you know, as our narrative also say, our survivor narrative says, it's to celebrate the strength, the resilience, and the resourceful of a woman who overcome challenges and adversities. It highlights their ability to adapt, to persevere, to endure, and to thrive in the difficult situation, be it in our families, be it in our working circle, working space, or in our family circle, or crypto space, in other environments. What does this mean? It means we are able to overcome. What is overcoming? It's overcoming the fear of what happened in my family, the fear of what I lost last time, the fear of being judged at work. You are being judged. You don't dress well. You don't look nice. All that create the procrastination thing, and at the end of the day, the fear will override us, and at the end of the day, we are now looking like we are not going anywhere. You don't have self motivation anymore. You are thinking of what you lost. We cannot stay in that place forever. We lost, yes, but can we just remain down forever? No. Let's stand up, let's try again, let's build again. What if we can do it? Let's not look at the people who are looking at us and speak behind our back. We don't care about them. Give them something to speak about, which is better. Let them also be motivated by you. So let's not allow fear to draw us back or to overshadow us. We are so powerful. We are able, because we have the resilience and the resourcefulness that we can outstand what is going to stop us, especially when it comes to fear. So, Queen, I don't know if your laptop is on. You can
Yes,
go on.
it is. Yes,
You can
yes,
go on.
it is.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
It came on immediately. So now, thank you very much for that encouragement about fear, Queen Deby. And I want to say that before we move away from the point of fear is procrastination becomes a subconscious self-protection mechanism. The reason why someone is putting off what they need to do today for tomorrow is because they want, as I said, they want not to deal with this experience, which is already in a file. Because if they deal with it now, they are going to crash. And if the system is overwhelmed, then if the brain is overwhelmed, then it shuts down the whole system. So there are some people who, I've just failed to say this, there are some people who need to hear this, that there is a decision they needed to make 1 year ago, 5 years ago, and they have never made it. Because if they make that decision, they are so afraid what will happen to them. And yet, making that decision is what will take them to the next level of their destiny. I don't know why I feel like saying this. Women who are stuck in abusive relationships, I'm not telling you to leave or not to leave, but I am hearing that this person is stuck. And they keep on asking, what will people say? Queen Deby, you have mentioned that. What will people say? What will people say? That is called external locus of control. Caring so much about what people will say instead of caring about yourself and the best doing things in the best interest of yourself. And that's not selfishness. We are not talking about selfishness. We are talking about making a decision that will unstuck you to move to the next level. So fear gets someone stuck there. And they continue mark timing. They continue in a circular dance that they actually need to be getting out of. But you see, if you're in a circular dance, it's just going to be that, a circular dance. Circular. So anyway, let's move to the next point. We are talking about what causes procrastination. Number one is fear of success. The next one is number one is fear of failure. Number two is fear of success. What if I become a different person? What if demands are made upon my life that I'm not able to handle? And there is another day we had a session with our Queen Mother, and she mentioned that there's a people who get even 1 million, let me say in our currency, Kenya shillings, and they don't know how to deal with it. They become wild. Success has happened for them, and they don't have a capacity to handle that. So when a person gets to that place where they have success, and it becomes very overwhelming for them, they don't know how to change from this identity of not being successful to this other identity of being successful. It becomes very, very overwhelming, and that can cause procrastination. I know of an old man, now he's late, very rich, very, very rich. And I am telling you, rich, but now he's late, he's passed on. And I am telling you, that man used to have cows, but he never took tea with milk. He became wealthy, and I think he got shocked. He died living a very miserable life. He did not know how to transit from not having to having. A lot of money, buildings, flats, but he's walking almost barefoot. He's eating boiled food, not because oil is very good, but you see, someone is not able to handle the success. They get stuck there. So the root problem is that such people have is they ask themselves, if I succeed, I'll have to become someone I am not used to being. So they are very afraid of that success. Psychological driver of that problem is low self-concept. It's the way they feel about themselves. It is people-pleasing tendencies. They just want to be stuck. Do you know of, I know a person who has a beautiful car, but when they are traveling, they will leave it where the tarmac ends. Where the tarmac ends. They cannot take that vehicle where there is no tarmac. And yet the vehicle is supposed to serve them. So this success cannot, they don't want to translate into that place of success. And imagine that also becomes another cause of success. So such behaviors, they delay steps that would elevate their lives. They want to remain ordinary, yet they have been pushed to another place of not being ordinary. And Queen Deby, my prayer is that even as the Lord lifts us in this ecosystem, because God is going to work through this ecosystem to change our lives, we shall be able to know how to transition from not being successful to being successful. We are going to become successful, and we shall. This is a platform where we are teaching, we are learning how to do things differently. So we welcome many people. Fear of success delays the steps that would elevate their lives. And the third one, I want to say only 4. There are many, but I want to talk about 4 only. Learned helplessness. This is a major problem, learned helplessness. After years of trying without results, the nervous system stops believing effort makes a difference. I have 2 stories, and these stories are Bible-based. The wife of one of the sons of, what was this man? Eli, the priest. And she was giving birth, to this boy called Ichabod. She gave up. She gave up. And the reason why she gave up is because she heard that the Ark of the Covenant has been taken and Israel has been defeated. She just gave up. She just felt helpless, and she died, giving birth to the son who was called Ichabod. Then the other one, am I forgetting the other one? Yes, the wife of Jacob, Rachel. She was giving birth. She was also giving birth, and she gave up and died. She did not see her son, Ben-Oni. She called him the son of pain or something, but the father changed the name to become Benjamin. So these women never got to the place where they procrastinated their lives until they died. They procrastinated. The strength to continue living left them, and they died without seeing what they had labored for a long time. You know, there is that which we call learned helplessness. Nothing I do changes my situation. So somebody just gives up. You just give up. And there are reasons that can make us to give up. Reasons. You know, Queen Deby, today I feel like I'm turning a preacher. I think it's because of where I was during the day. I feel like I am speaking with authority. So there are people who look at their situations and they feel like there is no way out. There is no way out. I just give up from here. And sometimes life causes us to, pushes us to that level where one feels like you are being called to give up. You're just things are too hard. You are pushed between the war, is it the rock and the hard place? And you feel like giving up. So nothing I do changes my situation. So it's okay. It's okay for me to not continue. And by the way, many people who end up taking their lives in their hands will have reached this place of learned helplessness. You feel like there's nothing you can do is working. And what causes that? There is a connection between learned helplessness and stress, chronic stress. That is stress that is never ending. Somebody who is in a cycle of stress, chronic stress, marital struggles, financial pressure, emotional neglect, very deep things that can cause somebody to feel like, I give up. Whatever happens, happens. And there are people in this category who have learned not to fight. They have fought battles until their energies feel like they are not rejuvenating. There is no more energy to fight. And procrastination becomes a trauma-based freeze response. So because of the continued exposure to stressful experiences, trauma is an emotional wound. Trauma is an emotional wound. So because of acquiring that emotional wound, because of the experiences that they have to go through over and over, they become frozen. That's why we are calling it learned helplessness. They have lived in that environment and felt like they are stuck in it. They are boxed. They are in a box. They cannot be able to get out of it. It is a trauma-based freeze response. They give up and they become frozen. So procrastination becomes, a response to the environment that they are living in. I cannot do this. I'll do it tomorrow. That's their way of coping with what is happening in the environment. And by the way, even as I talk about this, I am also listening to myself and looking at my experiences and thinking, there are many of us. There are many of us. That is why Queen Deby keeps reminding me that we are candidates. There are many of us who can identify with this kind of thing. And the last one, which I want to talk about, is perfectionism. The reason why many people will procrastinate is because of perfection. They will wait. They wait until conditions feel perfect before starting. You want to look for the perfect time. I always remember that when I was told about the ecosystem, the Bullrun ecosystem, and what was happening, I actually almost didn't take action, and I thank God because I took action when I did. If I had not taken action then, I really would be regretting. You see, when we talk about perfectionism, there are some people who don't like to do things without being sure. They want to see things are in a straight line so that they can take action. And there are very many. Like the one who was telling me, you go ahead, benefit, then we come after you. That is perfectionism. Wait for the perfect time. The perfect time is after I have seen results. So they want to wait for conditions to feel perfect for them. And this is rooted in a belief. If I can't do it excellently, I shouldn't do it or at all. If I can't do it excellently, I shouldn't do it at all. So there is a bar. They have put a bar for themselves. If I can't get to this bar, I shouldn't even attempt. They have a high bar, a high level of measuring themselves is what they have put. So this is rooted, it's driven by harsh inner critic formed in childhood. So we still go back to childhood. There is a voice inside that person that is speaking loudly and telling them, you cannot do this, wait for the perfect time. A harsh inner critic, they criticize themselves. They are hard on themselves. You cannot do it. Do you know, Deby, I can tell you, I went through school, I never repeated any class. Remember the story of my dad? How he told me you can do it? There were boys ahead of me, 4, but 3 of them alive. And they went through the education, and I was trudging behind them, a little girl, just coming behind them and telling myself, as the far you go, I'm going to go as far as you can go. So I had to make sure that I push myself. And you know what? I had to make sure that I become excellent. I couldn't imagine myself being defeated. And the price is hard. You see, other people are getting whatever they want. For me, I'm in class looking for an A. And I have to work towards getting that A because I want that perfectionism. You know, and you see, there are some levels of education where you don't, whether you get an A or not, but as long as you get the concept and you're able to pass the exam marginally, there is no big deal. But as for me, it's I get it. I must get it. Until one lecturer told me, you know, I think he dealt with me in a very harsh way until I realized, by the way, I don't have to get this A. But I know that the standard of work I gave him is worth an A, but he never gave A's. Until I learned perfectionism has no place. I mean, you don't have to be perfect. There are some people who, in their houses, they have a problem. They cannot leave even a small dot somewhere. They cannot sleep because of perfectionism. They want to do things in a perfect way. They want to organize things in a certain way. You know, sometimes it's good to just let things be chaotic a little bit. Just take a risk. So people who wait until the conditions are perfect, there is nothing like a perfect time. And there are many other reasons that we can give, but I want to just deal with those 4 so that we can bring the whole thing to another level. So just 1 minute, maybe you can make one comment and then I can say how procrastination affects us and how we can be able to deal with it.
Okay, my queen. I love the last part, the perfectionist. That one, I'm telling you, is the most difficult place to be to move away from, because we need to look for the perfect time. We need to have the perfect customers for us to start that business, for you to start that project, that for you to start investing in crypto. You need to see Queen Jen making it. But you know all those things, they will come together once you start the process. Everything will fall in place, because we are not going to there's not going to be the right moment. There's going to be no right time, no perfect time, no, there's nothing like that. Those are actually I don't know, what can I say, they're in your mind. There's nothing like such, like perfect time. No, there's nothing. Start wherever you are. Do what you want to do. If you want to go back to school, go back to school. If you want to do whatever a skill that you want to learn, do it. If you want to learn about crypto, do it. If you want to understand about Buddha, come and listen. Do it. There's no perfect time. There's nothing like something like that. Nothing like that. No perfect time. So I just wanted to elaborate that, because that one is the thing that I've seen mainly with the queens or with the kings, that they are waiting for such perfect time, that time where the customers are already there, where I can be more visible in the internet. There's nothing like that. We all build, even if building the house, we start from scratch. Some of the us we buy from the bush. It's just a bush. It's just a bush where you have to cut the trees, to do all the groundwork, and lay the foundation. After laying the foundation, now the structure is now coming up. So there's nothing like perfect time. That one is an illusion. Don't entertain that. There's nothing such as perfect time. So Queen, you can go ahead to just tell us how procrastination affects us, and also how can we overcome that.
Thank you very much. Yes, so procrastination has a very big impact. One of the things that you see is that every time you put off doing what you need to do today, you are delaying your destiny. There's a place where you need to be. You can't get there until you take action. So every delay is a door that could have been opened. So one of the impacts is delayed destiny. Then the second one is it shrinks confidence. You see, if you don't try, you will not know your capacity. You will not know your capacity. You can only know how much you are capable of doing if you take if you put the best foot forward. If you overcome fear and you put your best foot forward, that's the only way you can be able to know what you are capable of doing. And that's how to build confidence. So the longer you wait, the louder your inner critic becomes. And that means you never start. So get started. So the next impact is it increases regret. You see, when you lose an opportunity today, you don't take it today. You procrastinate, you don't take it tomorrow. Then when after people have invested in the Bullrun ecosystem, they have bought Killer tokens, they have bought survivor tokens, they have also bought BRL and staked, and now you are seeing the fruits of their labor. You are seeing the fruit of their investments. That's when you start regretting, what? Somebody told me about this and I didn't do it. You see, you procrastinated. You did not take action when you didn't take action. You did not take action to improve your life, as Queen Deby is saying. Learn something new. You didn't. So as a result, nothing hurts more than unrealized potential. The regret. And regret is not a good place to be. Then the next one is it keeps you in survival mode. You just are in survival mode. You stay reacting to life instead of creating life. And it's very important for us to create life. You know, I was listening to someone who is saying that it's just a month to die. because he has liver cancer. And then he was recounting, regretting the opportunities he missed with his wife and his daughter. So when we get there in a place where you cannot reverse what has already happened, it can be very, very painful. Then it blocks generational impact. If you don't put your best foot forward, then you are missing an opportunity that could impact your generations after you. You know, I actually talk to my children about the blockchain technology, and my firstborn is like, I don't think he has a lot of information about it. He's not committed. Then the wife, every time I talk about blockchain technology, she will not wait. She walks away. The one thing that is very interesting that is amazing, Queen Deby, is that my granddaughter, I told her about the blockchain technology in the language she could understand. I told her I am coming to have a meeting. She asked me with who. I told her Queen Deby. I mentioned a few names. When she told me, when you go, write them a message and greet them. I was amazed. I should do one of the sessions with her one of these days. Just imagine generational impact. Already we are making a generational impact. There are some people who will not see. There are some people who will not believe until they see. But there are some who will be impacted. So I thank God for those who have taken the opportunity to be this blockchain already. But I am afraid for those who haven't, because they are missing an opportunity to create a generational impact. How do we overcome this? I'll say one or two things and then we close. How do we overcome this problem of procrastination? Belief programming. The first thing, everything will have to start in the mind. Belief programming, to challenge those thoughts, those subconscious things that were filed in the brain about you. We need to get in touch with them and challenge them. And discount them, disagree with them, because that is not what is supposed to determine the potential of a person. So the first place is to go into your mind. What makes me procrastinate? What do I need to get in touch with? And probably you might need the help of another person to just ask you a few questions that will help you to reflect deeper and be able to improve yourself. So belief reprogramming. Reprogram your thinking. You are okay. You have the capacity. You are created with everything it takes for you to do that which you are called to do. Believe in yourself. Reprogram your thinking and believe in yourself. Number two, nervous system regulation. I will say this. When one lives in an experience where they have chronic stress, exposure to chronic stress, the nervous system gets affected. And before regulating the mindset, we also need to regulate the body. Queen Deby, I wish I was in a place where I can be able to just say everything. And I hope that one of these days we are going to have a circle, a queen circle, where we can tell our stories. But I want to tell you that when the nervous system is affected by a consistent exposure to chronic stress, then you'll find there are many things that are not functioning, including the body. Like women who are in midlife, 40 to 65, when you get there are many things that happen physiologically. So someone who is there and then they get stuck with chronic stress, the body will just get stuck. You can imagine the mind is stuck, but the body is also getting stuck, because when we experience stress, there is a place stress is stored in the system, and the body starts communicating that. So we need to calm the nervous system first, then change the behaviors. Nervous system calming the nervous system. One of the ways I say this, just getting a place to laugh or scream, or just do something that you let off that stress that is inside. There are many accessible things that you can do. You can do breathing exercises, you can skip rope, you can scream on your pillow, you can get a friend and laugh, whatever it is that you can be able to do to let that stress in the nervous system that is making you to remain very tense. That is what we need to deal with. So I think I need to just leave those two. One is changing the mind. The other one is self-care in the nervous system. Body, mind, and spirit. We need to take care of those so that you can be able to let go of the stress that is stored in the system. And as we end, I want to say that this is a season when you need to speak to yourself. Speak to yourself. By the way, positive self-talk is very powerful. Positive self-talk is a way of dealing with stress. One time I went with procrastination, I'm sorry. So one time I went to my therapist and I told him, I am actually struggling with procrastination. And then this is the one statement that he made. What has to be done has to be done. What has to be done has to be done. And I realized, and there's nobody else to do it except you. You just have to do it. So this is a season where we have to break agreement with procrastination. Just break agreement with procrastination. Disagree with procrastination completely. Disagree with delay. And you choose to move over fear. Move forward. Move in a way that you are going to move your destiny. Your destiny is calling, and you alone are the one to answer. Because this where you are is not the end. There is another future. There is a future. Your best years are not behind you. They are ahead of you. So there is something that only you have to do. That's how you have to break agreement with procrastination. Over to you, Queen Debbie. I can't hear you.
Yeah, sorry. Thank you so much, Queen Jane. I didn't know I muted myself. I was saying I love the last part you talked about. There are things that only me I can do it, and these things they cannot be done with anyone else. There is no one else who has the capacity and the ability to do it. Only me, or only you, Queen Jane. There's no one who was going to come and teach us about this procrastination. It was only supposed to be you. And imagine if you did not come. Now we do not have. We would not understand what it is. How can we overcome it and all that? And to just add on that, there is nobody who can do it better than you. We are not born to compete. We are not born to compete. We are not in a competition. We are unique on our own ways. I am unique on my own way. She is unique on her own way. King Sean is unique on his own way. Queen Salome, she's unique on her own way. So nobody can do it exactly the way you do it. So we are not in a competition. So don't be afraid. We are not in a competition. Nobody can judge you because we didn't do it right. No one can judge you because nobody is going to do it the way you do it. So at the end of the day, you are unique on your own way. Do that thing that you want to do, and do not procrastinate. And especially when it comes to investments, take that step, bold step. We have all that we need in this ecosystem. We have our Bullrun ecosystem, which is beautifully has built with our developers. They built this ecosystem with with us in mind. I was of late, there is a token that my aunt received from the son who is in UK, and the son was so excited about this token. Then I went through this token. And now I was trying to help her to understand what are mechanisms, what are rug pulls, and all that. So I went and checked the market cap that was 7.8 million market cap, and now the liquidity, it was only 340. I was like, you want to get to this such a token where it's just going straight to the developers hands, because truly speaking, you could see the same wallet that bought is the same wallet that is withdrawing. So at the end of the day, why I'm saying this is because I'm not discouraging you from getting into other projects. No, I'm telling you to understand the projects that we have right now. And because you have missed or you have lost money in other project uh, that store your money or that drug pull you, that must not be something that will let you procrastinate from taking a decision of investing with our ecosystem, because we have a beautiful ecosystem that has all four challenges has been solved with this ecosystem: the social networking, the liquidity, the security, and we also have liquidity, the liquidity, social networking, and the security. The Benny mechanism. We all have everything in this one bracket. We have education. At the end of the day, what would you want that is out there? There's nothing out there. Truly speaking, I'm telling you, I'm not discouraging you from doing anything, but I'm just telling you, if you find one thing, do not procrastinate. Take that bold step, learn a skill, learn something a day, so that you are stepping forward to that particular goal that you want to achieve. But what I can tell you is you never regret having such an amazing ecosystem that you're going to be having USDC rewards, having a token that has been dedicated to women, just to honor us as women. I'm not saying men can also not invest. You can also invest, but I'm just saying where a place women's voices are heard. So before we go to the comment section, before I thank my beautiful queen here, I just want to go ahead and read our letter as our norm, as usual. This letter was dedicated to those queens who are here. And if we have a king, please, wherever I put the queen's name, put your name there, because the words can end up resonating with you also. So I'm going to read this beautiful letter that was written with our beautiful Queen Mother Awino to us as queens. Why I'm reading out this letter is because I want you to understand, you as a queen, you are able, you are capable. There's nothing that can stop you. Not childhood trauma. We all went through all those childhood trauma, but it takes you to make that bold step. That bold step. It only takes you to overcome those traumas. It only takes you to step over them. Make them your steps to go to the top. Make them your ladder to go to the top. Because your statement or your testimony, you are able to share it one day with others. I know it might not be convenient for you to share it right now, but there is a day that we're going to gather as queens and also share our testimonies, all of us. So let me just go through this so that you understand that procrastination is not for you, because you are meant to do bigger things. Fear will not limit you, will not take your time and say, I'll do it tomorrow. You can do it now. So it says, beautiful and brave, determined woman. I call you beautiful because you are a unique creation. Your beauty comes from within. I pray that you know that you are valuable and precious in a special way. I call you brave because you have gone through painful and unforgettable experiences that have left you with wounds, both visible and invisible. Your bravery has helped you to fight off seen and unseen giants along after they have done their worst. Dearest, beautiful, and brave and determined queen. If you're a king, just say king. I call you determined because of the secret tears, what you had to endure through the years, and the burning desire inside of you. I am super proud of you that you managed to get here, where you can thrive, explore, where you can be yourself, transform all your sorrows into success. Always remember that you are valuable, you are worthy, you can Yeah, and you are valuable and worthy can never be diminished as long as you continue to stand your ground, dearest and brave and determined queen. Promise yourself when you finally settle, never settle for less. Never settle for less than your worth. Never settle for less than your worth. And when you finally settle, be brave enough to fix your crown and start all over, my queen. Choose daily to never give up on yourself. Your story will empower others. Keep rising, and any challenge thrown at you, keep progressing and discover your destiny. As we all said, she actually said, be brave enough be brave enough to fix your crown and start all over. She's also said, choose daily never to give up on yourself. Your story will empower others. So this is what I'm saying. She also wrote it into to us as her own queens, and to encourage us also from where we are coming from and where we are actually going. And she also go on saying, you are worthy, you are a queen, you are a survivor. So you are a survivor and you are able to survive whatever that you're going through right now. Do not allow it to close door for your next level. You might be going through difficult time in your marriages, you might be going through difficult time in your finances, whatever, or maybe you went through a loss. That will not determine who you are. You are worthy, you are a queen, you are a king, you are a survivor. You are able to fix that crown. Either you are a king or you are a queen, you are able to fix that crown and fight again, or and keep rising. And one day you will share your story with others. So let's not allow what we are going through right now to shut down the door to our next level or to our success, because we are able to use our problems or our our what we're going through right now, our problems, be it our problems, our challenges, whatever that you're going through right now. I might not know, I have my own things, but I might not know your own. But what we are saying here, we are encouraging each other that you are not supposed to remain there. Let's go take whatever that you have put down. Let's get up and start going where we are supposed to be going. Procrastination, our queen told us that the other causes of procrastination is fear of what happened in the past can repeat itself again. Let's not allow that to happen. Once you entertain that, it will close doors for your next level. What if what happens in the past is something that is going to open the doors for your next level? So without wasting too much of our time, I just want to go into our comment section. Queen Jane, I also want to honor you for always sharing the stage with me. You make me feel good, and it's easy to communicate. Thank you very much. I'm honored so much. As always, I'm honored for offering yourself as usual. So I want to go through our comment section. Our first comment section is coming from our beautiful Queen Beatrice. Queen Beatrice is saying, hello, Bullrun community, greeting to our devs. We are ready to be educated and empowered by our own two beautiful queens, Queen Debbie and Queen Jane. Thank you for your informative, empowering session, queens. Thank you so much, my beautiful queen, also for that beautiful comment. We also have our dev, our king in the house, one and only King Steve in the house. Thank you so much for coming on board, also for also coming to listen to us. It's an honor to see you here, and would want to also appreciate your presence, King Steve. Happy Friday, kings and queens, for you queens, Queen Jen and Queen Debbie. Another inspirational session today. You are very much appreciated. We appreciate you too, King Steve, for always also coming and listening to us. And we also appreciate you for what you have done for us in this ecosystem, you and Queen Mother. We appreciate you so much for always standing with us also, and also coming here it means a lot for us. We also have Queen Shayla. She's also saying we are ready. Sorry. She's also saying we are ready to receive Queen Deby and Queen Jane. Thank you so much, my queen. Hope you take away something from what we have our King Abdullah is saying yes. Is saying yes. Queen Jane cannot wait to hear your story and insight. Oh my goodness. Okay. Insight and procrastination part 2 we are in. Let's conquer it together. Hashtag Ash, Bullrun, Survivor, and Blockchain. Thank you so much, King Abdullah. We also have our beautiful Queen Mother here, the one who wrote us a beautiful, crafted a beautiful later to us as queens. We are honored to have you, ma'am. Thank you so much for always also tuning in and always encourage us as queens. We come here because we are actually sharpened by you. We are actually mentored by you, and we come here because you are our mentor. Thank you so much for even coming to also listen to us. We also have this comment from our beautiful mom is saying, greetings to the amazing family, Bullrun family. Another day to be enlightened by our own queens. We have been waiting for this session. Thanks, Queen Jane and Queen Deby, for this very much indeed series. Thank you so much, Mommy. We thank you for also honoring us just to be in our presence. It means a lot to us. We have our Queen Alice. She's saying, greetings, Bullrun family. Another exciting day to learn from our amazing queens. Well set for the session. Indeed. Thank you, my queen. Hope you take away something from that topic. We also have a Queen Alice saying a great topic, procrastination, if especially for the start of the I don't know what she wanted to say. Anyway, thank you so much, my queen. We also have Queen Mirenia. She's saying, greetings, Bullrun family. Greetings back to you, Queen. Hope you're doing good. Queen Alice also said, wow, great session here. Can procrastination be caused by lack of clarity on what way to start? Okay, this on this question, I think it's
Mhm.
directed to you.
Yes.
Did,
Yes.
okay. Maybe you can answer. Are you able to write it down, or so that you can answer after I finish reading the comments?
Yes. 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 Okay.
Okay. She's also saying, can procrastination be caused by lack of clarity on where to start?
I'm lost. I'm lost. Imagine.
Okay. All right. Let me. Okay.
Yeah, it is possible.
Okay, fine, no problem, my queen. Queen Barbara is also saying, hello, Bullrun community. It's an amazing session with our Queen Deby and Queen Alice. It's Queen, it's Queen Jane. Sorry, it's Queen Jane, Queen Barbara. Thank you so much, Queen Alice. People are liking you here. You need to come back. We have procrastination is like a spirit in from Queen Alice. Thank you, Queen Alice. We also have King Sean. Thank you, King Sean. He's also saying, thank you very much, Queen Deby and Queen Jane. Every session you give us. Yeah, so you need to switch off the other device so that it won't give us feedback, my queen.
Imagine there is no other device, only this one.
Okay. Yeah, they're actually appearing two of them. Anyway, it's okay. Let me just go through this comment section. Okay, King Sean saying, thank you very much, Queen Deby and Queen Jane. Every session you give us is very much helpful and inspiring. Please continue the good work, and we'll always be grateful. Thank you so much, King Sean. We also have Queen Salome. Queen Salome saying, wow, great session. Thank you, King Salome. We also have Queen Beatrice. Very true, Queen. We were all created differently, so behave and function differently. And indeed, that's very true, Queen Beatrice. We all coming from different backgrounds. We were created different. We are just unique on our own on our own way. So Queen Jane, I don't know what's happening with your phones. I don't know what's happening. Having a feedback from your side. If you can log out with one devices so that we can left with one. That would be really good. So we have Queen Beatrice. Queen Beatrice is also saying, thank you, Queen Jane. Yes, let us not procrastinate. Let us take a bold step and achieve great things. Indeed, my Queen. Thank you so much, Queen Salome. Is saying fear of speaking in public has to be dealt with frequently. Indeed, you are right. That is the most important thing, my Queen. That's I don't know. It was also my problem, but we need to deal with it indeed. Yes. It's King Sean here. Also, he's saying yes. Let us not be discouraged and take that one step. Say no to procrastination. Thank you so much, King Sean. Thank you for also engaging. We also have Queen Beatrice. Beatrice, she's also saying, thank you, Queen Mother Awino, for the beautiful encouragement later. Definitely, we are survivor queens and kings. Indeed, we are survivor queens and kings. Indeed, my beautiful queen. We also have Queen Alice in the house. He's also saying, thank you for the powerful session. Queens, thank you, Queens, for the powerful session. Thank you so much, also, Queen, for engaging with us today. We love you, and we thank you so much for engagement. So I think my queen she's also facing I don't know, is it network challenge or something, but of all the same, we are survivors, both of us, be it you a queen or a king. We are survivors. We can survive what we're going through right now. We can come out strong, and we can fix that crown, as our mom said. Once we fix that crown, let's keep on pushing, let's keep on going far. We are able to do what our minds tell us we can't do. Because at the end of the day, you don't have to shut the door for yourself. Let's take that bold step. Let's start from where we are. We are able to to run away from procrastination. And procrastination, our queen said, it's because of our mind, fear of what if. So let's try to silence that voice and start our journey, be it in investing, be it in a career that you want to start, be it that business that you want to start from somewhere. So community, I just want to take this opportunity to thank our all our developers, our Queen Mom, Queen Mother Awino, our King Steve. We also want to honor you for what you're doing for us in the community and what you have done for us in our ecosystem. We honor you, and we want to thank you so much for everything that you've been doing, that we know and that we don't even know. So we thank you for that. And community, until we meet again tomorrow, it's a Saturday. Let's not forget, it's our Twitter space. We need to be there. Let's look out for the link in our social media handles. We're going to have our dev on our Twitter space, so don't miss out on that particular session. I would want to thank you all who tuned in today. I don't know, there's somebody who sent okay. It's King Mirungu. He's saying, amazing session. God bless you. God bless you too, King. Hope you take away something from that. We also thank you for tuning in. So community, until we meet again, it's a bye-bye from now. Those who haven't liked our page or subscribe to our YouTube channel, please subscribe so that you don't miss all these amazing sessions that we are bringing in. Like and share, comment. We also want to see your comments. It will be really good to see your comment. Your comment goes long way in educating somebody who did not know what we were discussing about in this session. So until we meet again, community, let's not forget, tomorrow is Saturday, our Twitter space. Let's just be engaging tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Until we meet again, bye bye.